Mike Johnson had a chance to sit down with Mike Freiberg, a DFL representative from Golden Valley. Freiberg says immunizations are a top priority for him, especially after last year's measles outbreak that sickened 79 people, most of them young children. Freiberg wants to make it tougher for parents to opt out of immunizations for their kids.
What it would do, it would require any parent who is choosing not to vaccinate their child against the most common diseases that vaccines can prevent. It would require them to meet with a health professional who would use the CDC guidelines to explain the risks both to the child and to other children in the school if they don't vaccinate. So I think there's a similar bill that passed in Washington that has helped bring up vaccination rates, and that's my goal.
You're on the aging committee, and elder abuse has become a big issue in nursing homes. What would the legislature do there?
Well, sure. Well, the Star Tribune came out with a story last year highlighting very gut-wrenching stories about senior citizens who've been abused in a care facility, in a care setting. So the governor appointed a task force, and it's ways that this can be prevented. There's something like a backlog of 600 cases that haven't been investigated by the state licensing authorities. So, so I imagine on the aging committee we'll look at things like strengthening the statutes, updating the statutes related to it, look at penalties both to the people who commit elder abuse and possible licensing sanctions for facilities where it's been occurring, and just providing resources to the state agencies that investigate these claims.
This may be a bonding year, it looks like, and one of the local issues is building a new pool in the city of New Hope, and if it's going to be a 50-meter pool, which is a long Olympic-sized pool, it's going to cost some more money, and the city says they need some help with that, and that could be in the bonding bill.
Yes, I'm optimistic about the chances. The Senate Bonding Committee visited New Hope City Hall just a couple weeks ago. Representative Lyndon Carlson, Senator Ann Rest, and myself were there. There's only something like 6 50-meter pools around the state, and they're always very busy. It's a regional amenity. It's not just an amenity for the city of New Hope. And those are the sorts of projects that get priority in bonding bills. So I'm optimistic about the chances that this could get funded.
To build a 50-meter pool, city officials say they would need about $2 million in help from the state. Freiberg also hopes to convince lawmakers to help local cities advocate for federal funding of the Bottineau light rail line.